Live look in at Broadway, downtown Nashville. It is Mornings on Main Street. I'm Chris Yao, and I hope you guys are having a fantastic start to your Monday. It is a beautiful day outside here in Middle Tennessee, and I'm glad that you guys could hang out with us. We've got a lot to get to today, and I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, this is a new time. We are a little bit later than you are normally expecting us, and we hope that you will continue to join us as you have early in the mornings. We hope that you will continue to join us at 10 o'clock each and every weekday here on Mornings on Main Street. We will talk about the best news, the best lifestyles, all going on around Middle Tennessee. And it is the start of the week, which means we bring in Justin Kulik to tell us a little bit about the weather.
Good morning, folks. I know we are, like Chris said, at a new time, but it's good to see everybody's shining faces. But what's even better to see is today's weather is brought to you by Roy Meat Service. They are a local-owned meat shop in Nashville. They have fantastic meats, but not only that, fantastic service. Once you go down there, me and Chris will go down there and try the SF Fernando's quesadillas. They're fantastic. Look at that cut there. Couldn't be better. As for today's weather, it is going to be a high of 86, a low of 66. Humidity, not as bad as it has been. It's about 65%. But I think since it's going to be a high of 86, it's not going to be too bad. And, no chance of rain. So get on out there and go down to Roy's Meat Service. That's your weather for today.
Appreciate it, Justin. Yeah, it really does look beautiful downtown, and that was close. No one saw it. Okay. One day we're just gonna see somebody just straight crash. It's gonna be scary, but also
first, folks.
Yeah, exactly. But glad to have you guys with us. And Justin, high school football, pro football over the weekend. Football season is upon us. It's 86 degrees outside, like you just said. But honestly, It's when football season gets here, it gets a little bit easier to be outside for me.
Absolutely, I agree. I mean, especially when it gets like the night games, basically when it gets a little cooler and you can hang out. I don't know, as the sun goes down, just feels better. I love football season.
It's the best time of the year. There's no question there. And I was at a high school football game on Friday night. It was really mild, really nice out.
There you go, mild, nice.
It was mild outside. And I love jamborees because you get to see six. We got to see 6 different teams. Now, if you were in Robertson County, you got to see like 12 different teams. They had six different games up there, and that was pretty cool. But I really enjoy, the jamborees because you do get a chance to see a little bit of everybody. Now, obviously, you see some, second and third stringers that you probably won't see throughout the rest of the year, but it is really neat to watch. And so was glad to be out there on Friday night. And
jamboree is just a fantastic word. It really is. I may have said this already.
Jamboree,
great word.
It really is great for folks like us, like announcers who are like jamboree.
Just feels like you should be playing an instrument.
And truly, like it's an easy word to say. Like it doesn't trip you up anywhere. It's just it rolls right off the tongue. Just jamboree.
Speaking of great words, real quick, pamphlet, fantastic word. Pamphlet.
For people who say flit, some people just say pamphlet. And
Pamphlet.
that's weird.
It's true, because that's just wrong.
Yeah, because it's a pH. It's an
It's
F.
just a whole different word.
it's not the right word, and words matter. Words have meaning.
I saw it on Marvel. Or go ahead.
Did you watch any football this weekend?
I did. So I watched
preseason.
Yeah, I watched more the NFL. I love high school football. I just can never there's just so many games, you know. I like to watch the highlight or hear about the highlights and get the reports back.
Sure.
As opposed to trying to catch or keep up with it live. But preseason. And this is this segueing into what we were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Here? Okay,
absolutely.
Cool. So I don't understand the hype. I mean, I get it. Okay, look, it's NFL, QB, professional, throw to the wide receiver in the corner of the end zone. Beautiful play. But I'm thinking the hype behind George Pickens' touchdown catch is more of a feat for the quarterback than it was for him. He may make it look really easy, but let's watch the play and then we'll analyze afterwards.
3rd and 13. This is not ideal for an offensive coordinator or a quarterback for that matter. Here comes the pressure. Mason Rudolph going to go in the end zone looking for George Pickens, and he makes the catch. Does he keep his feet in? Yes, he does. It's a touchdown. George Pickens. Mason Rudolph's one of the first guys there. As he put it up, let that receiver do his thing, and man, he's been doing his thing all preseason. You see it right there, right now, 13-0 Steelers.
Right there by Matt Canada, right, one-on-one on the outside. This is something that people haven't seen. They don't know how much speed that Pickens brings to the table, and here he is, catching the feet. 1, 2, and out of the touchdown.
Okay, all right. Like I said, really cool, really cool. One, I saw a push off.
It's not a push. It was just a let me find out where he is. I don't think so. As a former back judge and as a former receiver, I don't think that was an illegal push because his arm was extended, but it was only extended because that's where the guy was.
For sure.
He was beat. He wasn't on him and then he pushed him away to make space. He just he just was finding where the defender was. So I don't think that was necessarily pass interference.
We'll let that one go. But
for the quarterback, is taught to throw it to the pylon. Mm-hmm. Who cares where the receiver is? Look, it really wasn't a special play on the part of either one of them.
Thank you.
To be honest.
That's my point.
I mean, the quarterback threw it to the spot. He didn't care, but Pickens really didn't do anything special other than keep his feet in bounds, but he's got to get it quicker than that. I mean, you State Farm, you got to be quicker than that.
You almost had it. Well, my question is, did he make it just look super, super easy, or was it just an easy catch? Because I'm thinking if there's no defender and you are,
he had the defender beat.
Absolutely, and that's great. That's fantastic.
That's what I'm saying. That's why. It wasn't anything. I mean, he didn't go up and moss the guy. He beat the defender.
Yeah, it wasn't like Odell.
It was a perfect throw, and I mean, I don't think it was anything. Just
me not liking the Steelers has nothing to do with this.
So I'm a former Steelers fan.
Are you really former? That's
good. So before I moved here and because I wasn't a Titans fan, I didn't care, and I lived in Birmingham. Shout out to George Pickens, the former Hoover Buccaneer.
He's good. He's good. Plays for a bad team.
But Birmingham is the southern steel city, so it's like the Pittsburgh of the South.
I see.
So we kind of have that correlation there. So I was kind of a Steelers fan, yeah. And I really didn't care. I mean, after Peyton, that guy back there, him. After he retired, I was just like, I don't care about the NFL.
Right.
But I picked a team. And then I moved here, and I was like, well, if I'm here, I might as well root for the Titans. So here I am.
Okay, Titans fan. Hey, there you go. That's good. Steelers, I liked I'm trying to think of one Steelers player I like. Bus was cool.
Yeah, Jerome Bettis.
Yeah.
That's about it. John Stallworth, good one. So
yeah.
Alabama A&M.
It's a good defensive
from the 70s. John Stallworth, who was a Hall of Fame wide receiver, but he was on that Steelers team from the 70s that won 3 Super Bowls. So, with Terry Bradshaw.
I can't believe the Steelers didn't win a Super Bowl with Big Ben, AB, and Le'Veon Bell. Almost forgot his name.
Those were tough times in the AFC, man. Tough times in the AFC.
True.
Anyway, let's take a break, man. We got a lot to get to. We've got our top 3 stories coming up on the other side of the break, some reaction from things that happened over the weekend. Later in the show, we have Chad Bearden, a a Nashville musician turned TikTok superstar, and we'll tell you why he or what he has done to become a TikTok superstar. We'll also get into this day in history, and we'll probably tell some dad jokes because I have one for you, Justin. I'm so excited.
I have a couple too. Yeah, we'll get into it.
I'm pumped. All right, so you guys come back with us. Our top 3 stories are right after this on Mornings on Main Street.
Hi, this is Melissa Hoisington, Regional Crisis Director from Volunteer Behavioral Health. Disasters can affect everything in your life, including your emotional health. Help is available during these uncertain times. The Tennessee Recovery Project is a free, supportive resource for adults and children who have experienced the effects of natural or human-caused disasters. Specialists are available for counseling by phone or in person. For free, confidential service, please call 833-954-2424. The hotline is open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Move forward with the help from the Tennessee Recovery Project.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
At WellSkin Dermatology and Aesthetics, we pride ourselves in providing access, innovation, and a patient experience second to none. Access to care and treatment when you need it. Innovation with medical-led cosmetics and various on-site technologies for full-service treatments with a customer experience that is calming, casual, and effective. Independently owned, providing medical, surgical, pediatric, and cosmetic dermatology and more. Visit WellSkinMD.com to schedule your appointment today. WellSkin Dermatology and Aesthetics. Access to healthier skin.
At Sumner Funeral and Cremation, our mission is to serve families as our own, celebrate the life of their loved one, and help begin the healing process.
My whole family, including my wife and my mom and siblings, were very happy with the treatment that we received. I would highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation.
We offer funeral, burial, cremations, and pre-planning services.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
Welcome back in Mornings on Main Street as we take a look live downtown Broadway, Nashville, Tennessee. Glad to have you with us here on Mornings on Main Street. I'm Chris Yao alongside Justin Kulik, and we are happy to be bringing you the most exciting hour of social media. What is this? Videocast, newscast, lifestyles cast. We have it all. So it's kind of hard we can't really just pinpoint what we do, Justin, because we do everything.
That's true. That's what do they call it? A trait of all Jacks?
Yes. One of those things.
Pretty sure that's exactly it.
It's like Willy Wonka. Scratch that, reverse it.
Right.
Jack of all trades. Right?
Or Missy Elliott.
Yeah. Yeah. Willy Wonka, Missy Elliott, basically the same thing.
I know they hang out, at least.
Gene Wilder and Missy Elliott. Wouldn't that be fun? Let's take a look at our top 3 stories from this week. Going to the Gallatin News / Hendersonville Standard up in Sumner County. Last week we talked about the roof caught on fire at the new Sumner County Courthouse, right?
Right. Yeah.
So apparently, a week before, there was some vandalism on the roof of said courthouse, and the TBI is looking for help in finding out, if anyone knows anything or has anything. It looks like there are 3 individuals in a
pull up the article here.
in a surveillance video, and there's some spray paint in there. So I don't know what either of those things, what any of this stuff means, but if you can see 3 individuals in this surveillance video, I think it may take a second to get back to the top, but there's going to be some photos at the top there, eventually. But
there we go.
There they are. And apparently there were 2 trespassing and vandalism instances before the fire, and they happened a week apart. The last one was being the Sunday night before the fire broke out. The fire is being investigated by the TBI, and according to the statement released on the TBI's Facebook page, surveillance video captured individuals on the roof of the construction site on July 24th and July 31st, the 2 Sunday evenings preceding the August 7th fire at the building. So it appears. Now, I can't. Well, here's the thing. You remember, it was raining and storming pretty hard on the 7th, which is why a lot of folks think it might have been a lightning strike that caused the fire. So I don't think there would have been anybody up on the roof that night, because it was a pretty rough storm.
That's true. Unless you'd want the perfect cover.
Well, potentially, yeah. But you couldn't spray paint anything because it just wash away.
That's true. That's a good point. You know what? That's a really good point.
So I don't think that's what it is, but it's not clear whether the crimes are connected. According to the TBI, the fire still remains under investigation. Photos are included. Obviously, you can go to the website there, hendersonvillestandard.com.
We get the suspects.
Yeah, those are the 3 individuals on top of the roof. If you like zoom in really close on that first picture, you can see them, but obviously somebody already did that for us so that worked out. But if you do have any information, call 1-800-TBI-FIND or email tips@tbi.tn.gov. So
yeah, okay. Let's solve this one for them. You want to solve this one for them?
I don't know that I can solve it. To me, it looks like 2 males and a female, but I don't know. The person on the right is very small.
Yeah, you're right. That's a quite the head scratcher there. Unlucky building.
It certainly has not been the easiest thing. And here's the thing, here in Murray County, we're actually about to build another justice center ourselves. So
another justice center, you said?
Yes, it's something to replace the current courthouse that we have, but also not necessarily replace it, because we have a phenomenal courthouse. We just need a bigger place.
Right. Okay.
So, anyway, it's going to be fun. How about we break up the 2 really hard news stories, Justin? Let's go to Murfreesboro, where they have finalized a deal for the Notes Live Amphitheater, and boy, this thing looks absolutely beautiful.
That's stunning.
And here's the thing. It's not like a huge amphitheater. Like, this is not something that's going to be like, it's not like a Send. It's not like First Bank even over here in Thompson Station.
Right.
But it just looks really, really good. It looks like a place where you would be able to have some mid-sized bands come in and have a good evening. And here's the thing. You can get the parking. Look at that parking, man.
I was about to say, that's nice parking.
That is, you can't beat that.
I love a good parking lot.
Well, it's funny because used to, they paved Paradise and put up a parking lot. Well, you know what? I don't mind a parking lot as long as it's close to where I'm trying to get to these days.
Yeah, I love that
'Cause-
song because there's a parking lot coming.
Yeah, I mean, this particular, it's well done. It's well laid out. It's in a really great and easy to get to part of town. So,
Yeah.
looking forward to this. It's a $40 million live entertainment campus at the southeast corner of Medical Center Parkway and Gateway Boulevard. The council was apparently deadlocked in the vote in July.
Deadlocked between not getting it and getting it.
Yeah. So, well, a 3-3 tie would mean it's a no. So
Right.
technically, it's not a tie. Technically, it's a denial. But Councilmember Sean White said, since then, the council has approved widening Medical Center Parkway where the amphitheater would be located. So traffic and access to St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital was a major concern in the original deal. And so obviously traffic concerns would be an issue. Obviously, there's no traffic concerns in Murfreesboro. No, not at all, ever.
Never. Really.
So construction of Bourbon Brothers and Boot Barn Hall is estimated to take 18 months and the amphitheater 20 to 24 months following design approval. So this is a really cool thing, man. I'm looking forward to it. So Bourbon Brothers Smokehouse and Tavern is an upscale casual dining restaurant. Boot Barn Hall is a 400.
So it's going to be there?
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
this is nearby. A 400-seat table setting, acoustically designed music and corporate venue that can be converted into 1,400 stadium seating style. So,
Wow.
Boot Barn Hall. Boot Barn Hall. That does not roll off the tongue quite
Boot
like
Barn, yeah.
Jamboree.
Very nice callback there.
It does not. So, but yeah, they're going to be upgrading the roadways in that area. So obviously that's great for Murfreesboro. Congratulations to Notes Live, and I think that's going to be a fantastic addition to the Murfreesboro area for sure.
If I'm a local Murfreesburian and I want to go to the amphitheater, what do I like? What's my goal there? Like, I go to the amphitheater to do what? Watch something? Listen to something? I guess.
Yeah. So like, I mean,
so
typically,
I see.
Typically, these are so. If you look in the back behind the amphitheater, you see those two buildings.
Yes.
Okay, that's Boot Barn Hall and the Smokehouse.
Right here.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's kind of a little complex. Yeah. So a Boot Barn Hall is going to be good for something like one. Apparently, if it's going to rain, you can just move everybody inside.
Scoot and boot it.
Yeah, you can just. Yes, new boot goofing too, all the way into Boot Barn Hall, and so I think that's really cool. And there's a nice restaurant there, but yeah, you'll see some bands, you'll see some bands and maybe some plays and things of that nature taking place there. You're probably going to see some more middle of the road bands. Like you're not going to see major acts come through there, but right. Yeah, you'll see some really decent stuff happen, and I think it looks great. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna give that an A+ there. That's good.
It's really nicely designed, really well laid out. So
definitely,
good job, Murfreesboro. Way to make it happen.
Absolutely, bravo.
Our final story and reaction from the weekend comes from Robertson County. This one is a little more hard news, as we have a pair of teachers in the Robertson County area charged with sexual misconduct and inappropriate behavior with students. Yes, John Nolan Keithley, a 54-year-old teacher at Greenbrier Middle School, was suspended following the allegations of sexual misconduct on school property. Authorities say that he engaged in self-stimulation and intentionally exposed himself to a classroom and in the boys' restroom on the Greenbrier Middle School property. Yeah, that's not great.
So these are the same school?
No.
Oh, I was going to say.
No. On June 8th, Millersville Police Department contacted a family member of a 17-year-old male, according to this report here from the Robertson County Connection, that Chandra Cartwright, a 42-year-old teacher's aide at White House Middle School, had allegedly been engaging in a relationship with a young man for about 2 years.
Wow.
So apparently there was contact 15 times before the juvenile's family members discovered that the sexual acts were occurring. They presented the case to a Sumner County grand jury in August. Sealed indictments were returned against Cartwright for statutory rape by an authority figure and continuous sexual abuse of a child. She was arrested August 9th and was booked in the Sumner County jail. So,
not good. She doesn't, and I don't want to judge book by its cover, but that picture, she don't look too she doesn't look like she feels bad.
I think that's her driver's license picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. With the blue background, kind of.
That's true.
I think that's a driver's license picture. Mr. Keithley's picture is certainly a mugshot.
Yeah.
I did see. Yeah, I saw a photo of Chandra Cartwright being loaded into a police cruiser, and her hair was pulled back in a ponytail, and she had on something a little different shirt wise. So I don't think that is a mugshot.
Right.
But yeah, it's unfortunate. Hate to see that.
You do. You just do.
And hopefully, these
2 years. That's insane. So how old was the victim?
Apparently started when the victim was 15.
15. Interesting.
And at the middle school, and continued through until I guess recently, apparently. So
that's weird. I just wonder, like, if they were going for 2 years. I don't know. It's just what ended up happening. Did they break up?
Well,
doing this.
I think a family member found
some
evidence through Snapchat, etc.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So Keithley has been held in the Springfield, in Springfield at the Robertson County Detention Facility under a $10,000 bond. He has been bonded out. If anyone has any information about the Chandra Cartwright case, please contact the Millersville Police Department at 615-859-2758. So there you have it. Those are our top 3 stories from the weekend, and we really got to lighten the mood here, Justin.
Yeah, let's.
So I know I just told you guys this. I'm from Alabama, and in Alabama there are some really weird things. We all know that. This is not a secret.
Right.
Thing is, sometimes you didn't know about all of the weird things. Well, now, thanks to our next guest, Chad Bearden, we do, in fact, know about all of the strange things in Alabama. So we'll talk to Chad Bearden on the other side of the break. We'll also talk about his podcast that season 2 is coming up, and we are looking forward to it, and a big-time music video that he just got finished shooting. So we'll get to all of that and more right here on Mornings on Main Street. Stick around. We'll be back after this.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Serving Williamson and surrounding counties, Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee offers comprehensive orthopedic care with 16 subspecialized physicians. Our practice provides high-tech care with a hometown touch. We offer physician clinics, physical and occupational therapy, advanced imaging, and surgical services, including interventional procedures. Call us at 615-791-2630. We're Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee. High-tech care with a hometown touch.
I highly recommend Sumner Funeral and Cremation because of their caring nature and attentiveness to detail.
Pre-planning your funeral now will bring you peace of mind and less stress to your loved ones. When the chaos of losing you happens, your family can honor and celebrate your life, knowing things are happening just as you wanted them to. Pre-planning determines the details of your funeral, cemetery services, and can be less expensive. We are honored to serve you and are always here for you in your time of need.
Sumner Funeral and Cremation. Traditional, affordable, dignified. SumnerFuneral.com.
Have you heard about the high levels of radon in Middle Tennessee? Radon gas is the second leading cause of lung cancer, second only to smoking, and has no color, no taste, and no smell. The only way to know if you have radon is to test for it. Duret Radon Mitigation offers testing for small and large-scale residential and commercial properties, plus mitigation services. Visit DuretRadonMitigation.com to request testing or get a free estimate for mitigation. That's DuretRadonMitigation.com.
Jody Jones Dentistry can handle all your dental needs, from the basics to cosmetic procedures. All of this in the nicest dental facility I have ever seen. Jody has done it right. They're located conveniently at 55 Music Square East, and for an appointment, it's simple. Dial 615-259-5100 and tell them Plaz sent you.
Well, you're looking live downtown Broadway, Nashville, Tennessee. What a beautiful day it is here in Middle Tennessee, and we're so glad that we could have you join us here on Mornings on Main Street. Again, I'm Chris Yao, joined by Justin Kulik, our producer, making sure the show is going perfect, I'm sure. Also joined by my Peyton Manning jersey in the background right there. Yeah, what's up? Justin, it's going to be a good day.
It is, man. It feels like it, and I think if we believe hard enough, it will be.
No question. I'm looking forward to this day. Obviously, you can join me and my co-host Maurice Patton on Main Street Sports today. That's at 2:00. Justin will be taking us through that one as well. We've also got George Plaster from 4 to 6. He'll talk some sports as well. Don't forget, coming up right after this, Devin O'Day and Main Street Today is coming your way. So that wasn't supposed to rhyme, but
hey, look at you dropping bars.
Perhaps there's a song in there somewhere, and if only we knew someone who wrote country music. We do, and we have Chad Bearden with us, and Chad is a singer-songwriter. He is a former police officer. He's done so many cool things, and now is a content creator on TikTok because, hey, why not at this point, man? Thank you for taking some time with us today, and for everything that you got going on right now. I know it's a crazy time. So thanks for taking some time, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it a lot.
All right. So look, it's hard for me to do interviews like this because I know all the backstory. So I have to kind of, rein myself in and not assume everyone knows who you are. So it's really difficult, but you are an Alabama native from Grant, Alabama, which is in the mountainous area just around the Tennessee River. You have been in Nashville for how long now?
Right at 10 years.
Yeah, it's a 10-year town. Just why you're starting to take off, right?
Here's hoping.
So you've been in Nashville for about 10 years now. Spent time, obviously, as I said earlier, as a police officer. And I think this is a really cool, it's a really cool transition that you've kind of made. Obviously, you've had some success as a musician and you are continuing your music career. But when you got on to social media and to the TikTok world, you were just out there trying to promote your music. And then the next thing you know, you come across something weird in Alabama, right? just the dumbest thing. And you're like, hey, oh, here, I got this letter in the mail and let me read it to you. And this could only happen in Alabama. And that's so true. So you get a letter from Jehovah's Witness, you read it on TikTok, people go crazy. And the next thing you know, you've got an entire TikTok series. How much of a whirlwind was that?
It was kind of crazy. People kept telling me, my wife kept telling me, you need to get on TikTok. Everybody's getting on TikTok. And this was like back in the pandemic. And I'm like, look, I'm not one of these, people who are going to get on here and dance. I'm not, I love what Walker Hayes does, but I'm not Walker Hayes. I can't dance like that. I don't look like that guy. I wish I did. He's super ripped. But I'm like, that's never going to be me. And she was like, well, no, you just need to get on there and promote your music, find ways to promote your music. So I got on there and I posted stuff about my music and stuff about my podcast. And it got like a solid 35 views every time. And then
I'm stuck at like 240. So I feel you. Every video I got 240.
Yeah. Then we did just randomly, I got that letter one day. And just making light of it or whatever. And, just having fun, the lady who sent it, I'm sure had no ill will towards me at all. But so we just did this Strange Things in Alabama thing and it took off and it got, I don't know, 300, 400, 500,000 views, something like that. And I was like, whoa, maybe this is, like kickstarting me. So I put a couple more music things up there and they got like 35 views. And so after a while, I was like, man, I need to go back to this Alabama thing and see how well that works for me. And so I just started picking out some strange sites or, strange things that happen in Alabama that probably, if you're from Alabama like me and you, they seem pretty normal. But to everybody else in the world, they're like, you do what? Like, what you have, they're just blown
You have
away
a
by
toilet on the side of the road and you call that a rest area? What?
Yeah.
Listen,
And
that's
so,
I was
they
patiently
started putting
waiting for
off.
Walker County. You know me. I was patiently waiting. I was like, Townley Rest Area is definitely going to be in this thing.
Yeah, it was. And man, I gotta be honest that I'm kind of slacking on my TikTok content creation right now, but I promise it's coming back. We're working on some cool stuff. So
I was going to say, there's a good reason for that because you just got back from shooting a music video, right?
yeah, well, so my flight, we shot, we had 5 days of shooting in Maryland, and then my flight home got canceled
Oh,
because the airlines are crazy right now. So I
They
actually
are.
I rented a car at the airport yesterday, and I actually drove to I'm actually at my house in North Carolina right now. Just drove here, so it was about a 6-hour drive. I got in, I don't know, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning or something like that. But when we made it, it was man, I'm so excited about this song and this video and this project and everything that we have coming up with it.
So what can you tell us about it?
So I'll just so I had this song. I wrote this song with two incredible songwriters, Brian Carper and Jim Johnson, and both those guys have had a ton of success. Brian wrote a song called "They Call Me Doc" on the latest Aaron Lewis album, and Jim has produced everybody in the world. He has more Grammys than he knows what to do with. So I was by far the weak link in that room, but I was honored to be in that room. And we wrote a song called "Whiskey Anymore," and it kind of floated around. A couple other artists had it for a little bit, and then like happens a million times, nothing came to fruition. But so I had a buddy who he's a former Navy SEAL. And he runs a place up in Maryland, which is a 300-acre retreat for wounded warriors. So essentially, they can come to this facility. They can duck hunt, they can hunt deer, they can fish. There's a full gym. They can there's all kind of activities that they can do, or they can do absolutely nothing at all. Whatever brings them healing. So they work with other nonprofits, veteran nonprofits across the United States to bring them there to create this fellowship, this brotherhood. And so I was going up to Maryland to play some shows, and so my buddy called me, said, "Hey, what would you think about flying in maybe a day early and coming out and playing some songs for these veterans?" And first of all, when that guy calls, you go. You don't ask questions. You just go. Secondly, at any chance that I have to do anything I can for the veteran community, I'm all for. So I flew in. I got to spend some time with those guys. We ate dinner together. We sat around and talked for a little bit, and then I just played songs for them, whatever they wanted to hear. I literally, I mean, one guy literally asked me for Taylor Swift, and I played some Taylor Swift, and it's whatever. But then they wanted to hear some original stuff. So I played a few songs, and I played them this song "Whiskey Anymore," and every one of those guys was just in tears. So I play a couple more songs, and one guy who was there, who was a Green Beret, said, "Hey man, would you mind playing that song again?" And I was like, "Absolutely, I'll play whatever you want to hear." And he's like, "Is it cool if I video?" I was like, "Absolutely." So every one of those guys took out their phones and videoed this song. And afterwards, they were just like, "Man, you don't realize the impact that these words have on us and how we relate to it." So after that trip, man, I just could not shake it. I got to talking with some buddies, and I thought, man, how cool would it be to cut this song and to go back there and not just shoot a music video, but I wanted to honor Patriot Point and what they're doing there, and I wanted to honor our nation's wounded warriors. These are the most elite warriors in the world, and oftentimes we don't even realize the battles they're fighting internally. So we got the ball rolling. I got to tell you, this is the fastest moving thing that I've ever been a part of in my career. We went from having this idea to booking flights, going to shoot this in a week. So I got in the studio, we cut the song. I talked to Hugh, who is the director there, Hugh Middleton. Like I said, he's a former Navy SEAL and a buddy of mine. And then we talked, I got a call from my buddy Max Martini, who is, he's a huge Hollywood actor. He was in Saving Private Ryan. He was in 50 Shades of Grey. He was in The Unit. He was in Captain Phillips. They just announced this week that he is going to be starring in the new Bosch series on Amazon. So he's actually headed next week to start shooting that. But so he called me and it was like, "Man, tell me about this song. Tell me about this vision." And I told him, and he said, "Man, I'm in." I woke up the next morning. I had a full script from him. He called his buddy Corey Weinstraub, who shot the Avengers movies. Corey said, "I'm in." They called an editor buddy in Hollywood, and all these guys just were in. They volunteered to come do this. So we booked flights. We headed to Maryland, and we spent 5 days shooting this video. And I've got to tell you, I mean, I'm a pretty tough guy, but I literally cried for 5 days straight because every single scene in this video is just so powerful, just in snippets, just crazy powerful. So I cannot wait for people to get this, for people to see this, and to do my part to continue to raise awareness for our nation's wounded veterans.
Man, you are talking about some of the most powerful and influential people in all of Hollywood, and then obviously you bring in the Nashville aspect of it with Jim Johnson. This is something that is really going to be it's going to reach a lot of different people in a lot of different ways, and I'm looking forward to it because as you said, the power that the words of the song, then you put it into visuals. I mean, my goodness, this is going to be really, really fun, and I can't wait to see it, man.
Thank you. Yeah, we're excited about it. I mean, to see the passion that Max and Corey and those guys had for this was just incredible. I mean, we were all these guys were the same. To see these huge Hollywood stars that I'm lucky enough to be friends with, just in tears. Just bringing this art to life. And I mean, these are real stories. We were fortunate enough to have some veterans come out and be a part of this. We had one guy who, former Marine, who was a double amputee, another guy who's a Silver Star recipient who's a part of this. And we just sat around a bonfire and these guys told their stories, and man, it will absolutely blow you away.
Certainly looking forward to it, man. Chad Bearden, you can follow him on Twitter at Chad Bearden. Is that your TikTok too, at Chad Bearden, or is it music?
TikTok is Chad Bearden Music.
Yeah.
Everything else is just at Chad Bearden. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff is just at Chad Bearden.
Well, go check out Chad's, obviously his Strange Things in Alabama. Even if you're not from Alabama, these are some of the goofiest things you've ever seen in your life. It's worth going to check out that. And then, of course, check out this pin post. He's got some music up there. You can check that out as well. You can also go listen to his most famous song ever, Mustache. It's cut by Matt Bennett. Wonder if that have you got your $3.70 check yet this month for that, or what's up? But seriously,
yeah, Matt, I'm looking for that check, bro.
Just waiting on it. But man, we appreciate it.
I'm gonna use it to get you a jersey that is not Tennessee.
Good luck. Okay, hold on. I'll scroll across here. Can you see that right there? That is Coach Bryant on the other side of the studio. Okay.
I can't.
So they're Coach Bryant. I got a picture of Coach Bryant on the other side of the studio, and it's signed.
Okay.
So
okay, that's okay. I'm all for the Peyton Manning thing, but you could have got a Colts jersey or a Broncos jersey.
Colts jersey in Nashville.
I guess so.
A Colts jersey in Nashville. I don't think that's going to go out. That's not going to go so well. But
here's some of my jerseys there.
Let's go with the Titans every time. No question there. Man, I appreciate it, and also his podcast. Don't forget, it's From the Shadow. Check that out as well.
We're gonna get back to that soon too. So
the first season is out, and you can go listen. It is a conversation with the children of famous singers, actors, all kinds of
athletes,
stuff.
Politicians, yeah.
So it's really cool, and what you're doing there is awesome as well. So again, at Chad Bearden Music on TikTok, at Chad Bearden on Twitter, on Facebook. Go check him out, chadbearden.com. All of that. Chad, thank you so much, man.
Thanks for having me, Chris. Good to see you, buddy.
You too. All right, we are going to take a break. When we come back, this day in history and some dad jokes coming your way on Mornings on Main Street. Stick around.
Hi, this is Melissa Hoisington, Regional Crisis Director from Volunteer Behavioral Health. Disasters can affect everything in your life, including your emotional health. Help is available during these uncertain times. The Tennessee Recovery Project is a free, supportive resource for adults and children who have experienced the effects of natural or human-caused disasters. Specialists are available for counseling by phone or in person. For free, confidential service, please call 833-954-2424. The hotline is open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. Move forward with the help from the Tennessee Recovery Project.
When you're thinking about golf, consider Riverside Golf Links. Under new ownership, the course has improved dramatically. It's now 27 holes, complemented by a 9-hole executive course. Book a tee time now at 615-847-5074 and get ready to enjoy the beauty of golf in the Old Hickory area at Riverside Golf Links.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
At WellSkin Dermatology and Aesthetics, we pride ourselves in providing access, innovation, and a patient experience second to none. Access to care and treatment when you need it. Innovation with medical-led cosmetics and various on-site technologies for full-service treatments with a customer experience that is calming, casual, and effective. Independently owned, providing medical, surgical, pediatric, and cosmetic dermatology and more. Visit wellskinmd.com to schedule your appointment today. WellSkin Dermatology and Aesthetics. Access to healthier skin.
For Dustin Timmons and Joey Donnelly, they welcome every opportunity to serve and satisfy their clients. Whether you are looking to build your dream home or renovate your current home, their team will ensure that every client and remodel is unique, luxurious, completed on time, and within budget. Contact them today to set an appointment for a free consultation or to view some of their completed projects by logging on to DonnellyTimmons.com.
This is attorney Bart Durham, and this is me. I'm Aaliyah. Keeping in good physical condition is really important to me. But when I had a wreck with a tractor trailer truck that hurt my legs so bad I couldn't work for almost a year, I knew I needed a lawyer that understood tractor trailer cases. So I called Bart. Bart gets millions of dollars for his clients every year.
At Bart Durham Injury Law, we've handled hundreds of tractor trailer cases.
My dad and I want to help. Give us a call at 615-242-9000.
Serving Williamson and surrounding counties, Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee offers comprehensive orthopedic care with 16 subspecialized physicians. Our practice provides high-tech care with a hometown touch. We offer physician clinics, physical and occupational therapy, advanced imaging, and surgical services, including interventional procedures. Call us at 615-791-2630. We're Bone and Joint Institute of Tennessee. High-tech care with a hometown touch.
It remains a beautiful day here in downtown Nashville and across Middle Tennessee. Mornings on Main Street coming to you right here on this Monday edition. Glad to be with you. I'm Chris Yao alongside Justin Kulik, who's making everything go today. Justin, the final segment of the day. We have some fun stuff to get to. We've got some dad jokes coming your way. Got a little history. Got a couple of things in the history world, and we can get to those here momentarily. But I did hear a dad joke over the weekend that I had to give you.
Throw it at me.
And this is right up your alley.
All right. So it's hilarious.
What kind of wood does Lil Jon like to use the most?
What?
Okay.
That is a good one.
It's either that or a mesquite, skeet. We're just not sure.
That's solid. That's solid.
Could be either one. Go ahead.
Today, my doctor told me I was colorblind. I mean, that really came out of the purple.
So good, dude. Do you know when dad jokes? When jokes become dad jokes?
When's that?
When it becomes apparent.
Oh, spitting fire over here. Hold on, I got one. Ready? All right. So, one guy to another one. Hey, bro. Yeah, bro. Can you hand me that pamphlet brochure?
It's so good. Oh man, this is terrible for us. Like, we could never do the try not to laugh part because they're all so funny.
I know, they're just gold. So it's like, how could you not laugh at that?
I mean,
oh gosh.
Oh! Did you see? sorry, I was scrolling through Twitter here. They have actually come up with an invention that lets you see through walls.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Windows. This guy.
High five it all over the place.
Give him a hand. Give him a hand.
What happens when you cross an angry sheep and an angry cow?
Oh, Bamu? I don't know.
You get two animals that are in a very bad mood. This is awesome. This is my
That
favorite
makes
segment
sense.
ever.
That makes sense. All right. Well, let's get into some history here because I did want to tell you. So when I was a kid, my dad would actually, put me in tires and roll me down the hill. Those were good years.
Oh wow! Wait, say
Those
that again?
were good years.
Oh yeah, that sounds dangerous, but
Goodyear tires. Goodyear tires. Those were Goodyear.
Oh, it was a joke. It was so good that I didn't even know.
All right, let's get
nervy.
into some history here because there are some really cool things that actually happened on this day in history, and we will go. Do you know what happened today in 1969? Literally, the coolest thing that's ever happened in the history of the world happened today in 1969.
My birthday's not till 95 though.
Mm.
No, I don't know though. 1969. Is it? I mean, what kind of? Is it sports?
It's music.
Music. Okay. The Beatles had something.
No, close. No, Woodstock.
Oh yeah. Have you seen that documentary about the Woodstock '99?
Oh, it's brutal. They tried.
Yeah.
They got the Simpsons. At least you tried.
The headliner Kid Rock, and Limp Bizkit. What a world.
Different. It was a different time back then. Different time back then for sure. Also, okay. In what year did the Panama Canal open to traffic on this date?
Ooh, you know how much I love the PC. 1974.
You got three of the numbers right.
Oh, really?
1, 9, and 4.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
54.
It was 1914. 1914.
Wow. Way off. Thanks for making me feel better about that, though. I appreciate that.
and in 2001, astronomers announced that the first solar system discovered outside of our own, 2 planets were found orbiting a star in the Big Dipper. I saw a teacher that had a shirt on the other day that said it said Pluto, like 1957 to 2008 or whenever we it was like in remembrance or whatever.
Yeah, like a memorial. I
hilarious.
still consider Pluto a planet.
Yeah.
Listen,
Mavim Snoop doesn't work if you don't have a noop at the bottom. The P at the end makes it work. Mavin Snoo doesn't work as well as Mavin Snoop.
Exactly. How
it just doesn't.
Kids?
How do we teach our kids? I mean, you can't just sing. It's not like the presidents where you can just sing it. Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren. I can do the whole thing.
A vote for planet, or a vote for Pluto to be a planet is a vote for our youth.
It really is. Mavin Snoo is just how it works.
Yeah, exactly.
So, anyway, well, we did have a question in our comment section. Why did we move the show? Basically because Justin and I are young and we like sleep. I mean, let's be honest here. I've got a kid at home. No, seriously though, it wasn't done, to change anything necessarily, but it's easier for the people who are handling the duties of this show to be at 10 o'clock so we can get better prepared for the show. So we want this to be the best show possible for you guys. And that's the best way we know how to do it. So
exactly. Sleep in a little bit, wake up to our faces. Wouldn't be a bad thing. Right?
That's right. That's right. So thank you guys for hanging out with us. Remember Devin O'Day coming up Main Street today. I'll be on Main Street Sports today with Justin and Mo Patton at 2 o'clock. George Plaster at 4. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We will see you tomorrow.
See y'all.
Bye.